If anyone has anything nice to say about Sheldon, this would be the time.
There's no denying that there is something really wrong with the multiplayer space. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy The Chronicles, your favorite FPS content creator. I'm only saying that because I know a lot of y'all are tired of me saying the man, the myth, the legend himself, even though technically speaking, I'm not the man, the myth, the legend myself. But welcome back to another video. Y'all want to know something? This is the one thing that really baffles me a lot. Video game publishers and developers, they spent almost $100 million on making a game just so it could flop. I mean, if we got to be honest, there has literally been this one particular game that had a huge budget. I'm talking about huge budget that was being made just so it could honestly be dead within the first week and a half of its lifetime. And it's kind of a shame because not only did this game had somewhat okay potential, maybe it's because, I don't know, it was trying to reach a certain demographic, but it couldn't capitalize it. And next thing you know, it's not something that people wanted it. But then we look at the gameplay, it feels, it looks like if it's okay, but then again, it feels a bit clunky. What is that game called again? I know. I was thinking the same thing too. But in today's video, we're actually going to talk about could have been a potential Call of Duty competitor known as XDefiant.
Look up! Here they come! Fire up high! Yeah, that's it!
Now, I played XDefiant before, and I'm not gonna lie, the game has a lot of potential. And me personally, it could have been a competition for Call of Duty. But as of late, a lot of things had hit the fan when it comes to XDefiant. And no, this is not one of those live service games that turn out to be a flop. Far from it at all. As a matter of fact, this game is actually pretty good. The problem that this game has right now is lack of support, and it's shutting down within June of next year. This is the official X/Twitter page for XDefiant. So basically, their latest tweet states that after their December 4th update, they're still going to be fully playable. They're still going to have the servers up and running all the way up to June 3rd of 2025. This is literally an official statement that they have made, which of course I will not read because that's not what you guys are here for. You're here for a literally direct short answer responses to what the hell's going on with XDefiant. And I know you guys don't want to hear me read due to the fact because my reading is not really all that great.
Today, Junior?
Okay, so here are my thoughts about this whole situation. It's no surprise that this game has lost its support. And I'm not talking about because of the player count, because you can easily find matches in the game. It's because Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, I don't know how you pronounce your name, they tend to not really support their games all that well. And I honestly think they lost all its confidence with the XDefiant. And honestly, it's kind of sad because I literally thought that this game could have had the potential to be a Call of Duty competitor, let alone because of its good weapon balancing. Not only that, it literally feels like an arcade shooter. And on top of that, it's actually gaining some resources. Well, not resources, but it's having that stigma of what it's like to play a good old Call of Duty game for back in the golden era. But it's just the lack of support was literally the issue of this game. It literally was carried on by a publisher that tends to not care for its games. I mean, if you look at the track record of Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, once again, I don't know how you pronounce their name, but it clears as day that they just don't care. They really just don't care. And as for XDefiant, it is a good tactical arena shooter. And I was honestly rooting for this game to do well since the open beta. Despite of the major issues that it had with the hacker situation, the servers and all that stuff, it still had so much potential and it was a good, fun game to play. But not to say that it could ever compete with Black Ops 6 now. But me personally, it still had the implements to compete against games like Call of Duty, Halo, Apex, Fortnite, it was there. It just needed some adjustments. very close adjustments. But it's because of Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, however you pronounce their name. This really is not surprising at all, but it's still disappointing nonetheless, because XDefiant has so much potential, so much potential. Ubisoft, y'all gotta get it together, man. But I doubt that y'all will ever do that. But the bright side is that it had a longer lifespan than some other game that failed to capitalize a certain demographic because of its community as such, or maybe it just did not want it to proceed the route of any quote-unquote wokeness. I can't figure out what to call that game exactly, but y'all probably know what I'm talking about, right? But anyways, that does it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you so choose to. What are your thoughts on XDefiant shutting down within next year? Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.